Hey guys, Sal here, and back to some more Fate to Grand Order. Time to go save King Gilgamesh, the goddess of the Underworld. Let's bring Waver. We got the caster for the assassins, and we got the saber for the lancer. Albeit, it's probably gonna be a single target lancer, so yeah, not gonna be that great. We'll still do it. And again, this is one of the longest ones, so who knows, this could last 2 episodes. Back in Kutha, you certainly got there fast. Although I suppose Ishtar slowed us down since we had to drag her the whole way. If only Quetzalcoatl wasn't around, I could have escaped. Give it up, Ishtar. You promised Sal too, right? If you say you're on their side, you stay on their side until they betray you or fall. Isn't that dedication the universal pride of all goddesses? Okay, I give up. I'll tag along on your trip to the Underworld. But only Sel, Marsh, and I are going in. Quetzalcoatl and Merlin, you stay here, especially you, Quetzalcoatl. You would be a sitting duck down there. Yuk-ak-katan! What are you saying? Divinity works negatively in Kurd. The weak stay as they are, but the strong are weakened. Death and its queen, Ereshkigal, rules supreme there. What do you think happens when a god dies in Kurd? I see, they go wild. They say things like, I do not accept death. Then just head right back to the world above. There'd be no life or death anymore. Even gods must remain in the underworld once they die. That's why there's a system that nullifies their power is fascinating. Even knowing what it's like in the underworld, Ishtar, you challenged it anyway. You're amazing. Marsh, you're not saying that sarcastically, you're just a goofball. I can't possibly get mad at you. I went down to the underworld because I was arrogant. In the myths surrounding me, I was spoiled, praised, and knew no fear. So I laughed off the perils of the underworld and challenged it using 7 authorities. I felt nothing was impossible for me after conquering Mount Ebi, but the result was a miserable defeat, a complete total loss. I would have loved to have seen that, yes. Worst case scenario, please make sure at least Sel and Marsh return, yes. You do realize that's not what worst case scenario means, right? Well, either I'll return after defeating Ereshkigal, or we'll fail and everyone is trapped. It's the only one or the other. That's why I'm having you two remain here. If it comes to that, then it's your turn. Figure out a way to strike a deal with Ereshkigal to get her to return Marsh and Sel to the living world. Alright, for the good of our mission, I shall remain behind. That said, though, you're a strange one each time. You're walking into a battle you don't think you can win. Do goddesses mature when they become independent from their fathers? Say whatever you want. Anyway, where's Anna? You didn't bring her. No, she hadn't returned to the Chaldean embassy. We didn't have time to wait or look for her, so we left her behind. I see. Well, she'd be useless in the underworld anyway, so I suppose that works out regardless. Then, let's begin. Are you really okay with this, Sel? By the way, how do we get to the underworld? How, you ask? Like this, of course. Marsh, take care of Sel, Merlin, Quetzalcoatl, stand back. Load the tide convergence rounds in Mana's bow cannons. I'll put an isosceles of 1/3 of the lapis lazuli. Gate of Kurz, shatter. Let the light of On shine through the skyless key. In other words, I'll blow a giant hole in the ground. Well, you know, we could just fall through the hole I fell through before. Alright, success. This is the Underworld. Sel. Again, why does my name always lag? Oh, are you alright, Master? I managed to guard you with my shield, I think. Ishtar, why do you have to be so Ishtar? You do spells that aren't twinkly, Ishtar. I can teleport too, but if I teleport into the Underworld, it'll be scary afterwards. If my powers are sealed the instant we arrive, well, I'll just fall and die. It's better if we don't have to teleport. You can get to the Underworld by digging through the ground, after all. What did you just say? Good, I got through. You said you were going to the Underworld, so I was worried I might not be able to observe you. Guess I was wrong. I mean, you're really just underground. The real deal of Age of Gods is amazing. The Underworld is typically linked to the real world. So it's true. It wasn't like some area in another dimension. Of course, in the age of the gods, the heavens, the earth, and the underworld are all situated on the same layer of scroll. The afterlife and the world of the skies become metaphysical only after the end of the age of gods. And this really is the underworld. Yes, truly a surprise. This underground cavern is unthinkable by our understanding of geology. Oh, Senpai, what are those? Those long, narrow things scattered around. They look like bird cages. There are lights floating around inside them, too many to count. It's souls, trapped in a birdcage. Especially don't get near them. Those lights are the souls of the dead, of humans who have died on the surface. Could those cages be? Yeah, Babylonia Kegel soul cages. Souls trapped in there can never return to the world of the living. When the physical body dies, the soul starts to fade and disappears, but Babylonia Kegel doesn't let that happen. She cages up the souls of humans she likes and keeps them at her side to enjoy for tens of thousands of years. There are souls like that, humans without a body. Feel cold, very cold. So they start to freeze, beginning with their limbs until they eventually become living ice. One would rather fade away than feel that pain, but these trapped souls can't even do that. They have no freedom. Until Babylonia Kegel bores of them, they will have to stay there like that, writhing in torment. Then the souls that withered to death on Earth are here too. Most likely, there are more soul cages here than before, probably thanks to the work of the Three Goddess Alliance. I wonder if she's trying to make a kingdom of the dead. She was never cruel like this in the past. Where is Babylonia Kegel? You're looking at her. Just make her sneeze. Over there, on the other side of the narrow cliff path, Babylonia Kegel's palace is beyond the 7 gates. She can't step 1 foot outside of that palace. So she's trapped inside too, Babylonia Kegel, a goddess. Who knows, they say it's what the gods decided, but it's none of my business. Anyway, this is where Cell and Marsh come in. We'll start by going through the first gate over there. Doing so will help you understand the rules of the underworld. So she says, Senpai. Well, to start, we should get closer to it. Answer me, answer me. You who live, you who have fallen into the underworld. Tell me how your soul should be. Cell, you'll get a binary sort of question. The underworld gates are fair and logical, and their job is to test whether a soul is good or evil. Good and evil are equal in value. Only the values of that human chooser change, so there is no right answer. No matter which you choose, you will have to deal with an annoying trial. Just pick whichever seems easier. Now, sinful Cell, answer me. Wow, I'm sinful? Oh, damn. Huh, she got called by name. Standards of beauty seem diverse but are absolute. Black wings over white. The earth wins over the heavens, then. Babylonia Kegel or Ishtar? Which is more beautiful? This is Babylonia Kegel doing the questions, isn't it? Hold on a sec. That's different from before. Alright, a question with not a scrap of logic. Which is it, Cell? Why are you putting me on the spot? Oh my god. I mean, they're both Tosakarin. Babylonia Kegel has blonde hair. Ishtar has her black hair, like original Tosakarin. Can I come back to this question? I don't want to be forced to do this. Either way, I'm either gonna be scorned by Babylonia Kegel, or I'm gonna be scorned by Ishtar. Might as well not get scorned by the one that's currently with us. We can make it up to Babylonia Kegel when she actually joins us. Ishtar. Yeah, of course, you'll be absolutely fine. I thought as much, but thanks, Cell. It's not a hard choice when one is a goddess of rot and decay and the other beauty and bounty. Hey, both have their perks. No, I don't know why I just said that, but yeah, sure. If it's a beauty contest, 1,000 out of 100 people will choose me, of course. Nitwit, you shall die. Yeah, see? This is the choices. Had I chose Babylonia Kegel, I would have had an easier time doing this fight. Ishtar would have been a little bit pissed, but I still would have had an easier time. So just like freaking Quetzalcoatl, I've made the worst decision possible. You know what? I thought the HP of these enemies would have been a hell of a lot worse. This is completely fine by me. Nicely done, Waver. Alright, 2 down in the first turn, not bad. You didn't have much EP to begin with. I mean, NP to begin with, so it doesn't really matter. Now, Elizabeth, take out this one and we shall move on. Oh, I was about to say, did you really not just take that out? Even with your extra attacks? Oh god. Oh yeah, Erich Kegel does not like me right now, man. Holy crap. Bring out the level 70s right off the bat. Increase our defense, I wasn't gonna do that, but might as well. Battery Halloween hair Zeppetto! Yeah, she's bringing out all the stops to try to kill us after I said the Isha was more beautiful. So yeah, that's how this place goes. Choose Erich Kegel if you want a good time. Choose Ishtar if you want the harder fights. Ishtar murder. Wow. I mean, sure. I don't have any other sabers, do I? No, I do not. But I will, however, switch Elizabeth out with Jalter. Just purely because Jalter has more damage output. And the fact that I can also do this. Then this. And this. Damn, she did not get her attack increase, fine. Laos is saying to Claudius! Busters. 3 damage increases, so we should be good to go. Yeah, gotta love giving damage, man! Albeit, I don't remember if I actually fought Nero or not. I think I did, although probably not. It's been a long time since I've had to, bow someone. I would, however, like to get someone's Noble Phantasm up. Hey, but do you have your ability up? No, you do not. Crap. Yeah, no, it's Dr. Lily that increases her own Noble Phantasm. That sucks. Oh well. Jalter! Great chain, let's go. And hopefully you should have more Noble Phantasm next turn. Nope. Still does not have enough. Well, crap. Next turn she definitely will, but then that's just gonna be a major overkill. And I do not care about major overkill, so let's go. Dang thing's gonna try to do its Noble Phantasm itself. How dare you? And we win. The groundment you hate. Second, I thought the game was gonna crash. Crap. There was a recording and I crashed. Damn it all. Don't know if we missed any anything story-wise. I don't think we did. Although this is another Lansing caster, really? Wait, does it make me doing this all over again? Whoa. I thought it was gonna make me redo the entire fight again. And that it either made me miss the story. But no. They actually brought us straight after we defeated them. Huh? That's something new I learned about the game. That's freaking awesome. Enemy forces have been defeated. Looks like we can move on, Senpai. What a terrifying question that was. Wow, what a deep and insightful question that was. It sounded like pure evil to me. I hope it's not going to be like this the whole time. Or maybe it was just a one-off thing. No, it's totally Erdish Kegel doing this, trying to see who I pine for. Yeah. This'll be fun. These two Erdish Kegel are the gods of the heavens and the earth. That makes them good benchmarks for comparison. I hope so. Now then, we just need to get past through the gate itself. Yes, it doesn't seem like there's any kind of trap either. See? I went through it and nothing's happening, Ishtar. Seems so. That's a relief. Thanks, Mosh. Alright, let's get moving. Oh yeah. Again, at least now I know for future events if that happens again. Ishtar, what happened? Is something wrong? Oh, something shocked me. But I'm fine. I just got the chills when I passed through the gate. I don't see anything. Hey, do you feel something weird? Did you just shrink? Right, I've obviously shrunk, haven't I? Indeed you have. Do you finally see what a fool you are, Ishtar? Your last descent into the Underworld ended in failure. So long as that myth exists, you cannot escape the curse of the Underworld. The crown symbolizing the wilderness, the reed measuring rod, the lapis lazuli choker, the bead necklace, the gold armlet, the gorgeous brooch. And last, the garment of leadership I once robbed you of these 7 treasures. The rule remains unchanged even now. If you don't have an authority that corresponds to them, you yourself will have to pay the price. Don't you see, you will become smaller every time you pass through a gate. You will be robbed of your divinity 1/7 at a time. By the 2nd gate, you will be a low-ranked divine spirit. By the 4th gate, you will be even weaker than a Galuru. And by the end, you'll be a powerless bug, a sad little butterfly that'll be crushed within my hands. How nasty! You've gotten even worse than before, Erdish Kegel. That is not true. I've given you some mercy at least. Normally, you and that human would have been dropped into the pits of the Underworld the moment you brought the living here. However, if you take on the trials of the 7 gates, your fate will be decided by the laws of the Underworld. So, if you come to defeat me, overcome those trials. If you safely pass through those 7 gates, then I, the ruler of the Underworld, shall welcome you here as a visitor. Okay. We're in trouble now. You still cannot go on like this. No, I'm moving forward. I expected something like this. I told you I wouldn't be much use fighting in the Underworld, remember? This doesn't really change anything. You, me, and Gilgamesh too. The moment we reached the Underworld, there was nowhere to run. Before we get used to the cold of the Underworld, we need to defeat Erdish Kegel and escape. Otherwise, Uruk will perish. Which means we have no choice, so prepare yourself, Cell. You're right, Erdish Kegel is also one of the 3 Goddess Alliance. We're going to have to fight her anyway. Defeating her here would be for the best, really. Move forward, Cell. It looks like we don't have much time. The Underworld is part of the present world, but just being here drains your vitality and strength of your destiny. The strength of your destiny is, let's see, think of it as an intrinsic luck necessary to facilitate the continuation of life. No matter the life form, we are constantly using this type of luck to avoid mortal danger. If this significantly drops in a person, they will get into a nasty accident, like getting hit by a car while on a walk. The Underworld's filled with death, so there's no need for it. It's a world that doesn't need any luck. That's right, that's why if you stay here too long, you won't live long enough if you get back to the surface. Now, do you understand how this place works? Then let's hurry up and get to the 2nd gate already. Alright. Answer me. Although money and riches continue to flow, only one is worthy to own all. Only one can manage the wealth of the world. In other words, which goddess is worthy of this wealth, Erdish Kegel or Ishtar? Alright, well lucky it's another easy question. You don't even have to think so. No need to think, it's Ishtar. After due consideration, Erdish Kegel. I mean, technically Ishtar likes to collect the money, right? Which god is worthy of this wealth? Money riches continue to flow and one's worthy to own all. She just likes to collect. Edish Kegel I don't currently know. So, yeah. Ishtar, let's just make it harder on ourselves. Of course, that's my specialty. Leave Caldea's fund management to me. Out. Why haven't you learned? Oh, good God. This is legitimately going to get extremely freaking hard if I keep choosing Ishtar. Holy crap. Screw you and your noble fantastic boss. By Galu number 1. Oh, you gotta love your crits, don't you, fools? One more Galu to go. Yes, attack Waver. That's all you should be worrying about is attacking Waver. Totally. That's what you should be worrying about. Oh damn it, you're gonna kill Nero, aren't you? Oh boy. I knew it. The moment it got its freaking Noble Phantasm, Waver did not kill it. I knew in that moment that we were gonna be screwed. Wait a minute, is that a chainsaw? I haven't paid attention to the noise before, but is she using a chainsaw? That sounded very much like one. Alright, Elizabeth. It's time. Use your Noble Phantasm again. I should have just went with a buster. Oh well. Halloween is it? Oh. Nicely done. If anything, at least a Noble Phantasm can kill them all. Money of Power. You don't scare me. May not have Nero with us. That doesn't mean that you can do whatever you want. I'll just get Quetzalcoatl's Noble Phantasm up. Oh, I should have switched to Shelter. Yeah. Oh, look at that! Jolter's going to be getting 3 cards right now. Thank you, Elizabeth. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit because this still is gonna take a little bit of time. Yeah, you would do HP recovery. Okay, you know what? Got her Noble Phantasm up, stun. Here, she's Buster. Let's go, Quetzalcoatl. How much damage can you do right now? Because I know you do a lot. At least the casters you do a major time. 1,000, not bad, and you burned them. Look at that crit power, man! Oh yeah! Alright.
わかったね。楽しいね。楽しみましょう。行くわよ。トペスラッシャー。
And Kid Koto has a lot of freaking damage. And come on. Kid Koto, can you finish him off?
楽しいね。と。
No, you cannot. Good job, everyone.
喝采を。我らの憎悪に喝采を。
See, we didn't have Nero. We didn't have a single saber in that fight. And yet we still managed to win. Although I need to start choosing Eldritch Kegel, or things will really get out of hand. I mean, technically, all she has to do is just make me have a question that, you know, would work towards her. Wait, what? Who's the unknown? What? The unknown servant, Eldritch Kegel herself? I'm very curious on that. Let's... Oh, wait, no, Benkei could somehow have found himself down here. Oh, you can actually physically see her now. Visibly see her now. Shrinking. Alright. I got cursed again. I guess it's useless even if I block it with magical energy at max power. At this rate, not only will I be unable to fight, but Eldritch Kegel will crush me like a bug. Are you sure? It doesn't look like your bow's destructive power has declined at all. You may be shrinking, but you are still helping in our battles. Sorry, I've about reached my limit though. Soon I'm going to run out of energy, so I'll have to leave the fighting to you two. This isn't good. We're only at the second gate. How far can we go without Ishtar? Marsh and I will take care of it. Yes, of course. I shall do my best, so I don't let you down, Senpai. Third gate's ahead. The enemies of the trials are definitely growing stronger. I hope we can get through this one as well. Choosing answers that favor Eldritch Kegel is clearly making the battles easier, but... What do you mean choosing the answers that favor Eldritch Kegel? I haven't done that yet. How do you know that makes it easier? No, I don't care. No matter how tough it is, there are some things that a woman just can't give up, Marsh. Looking at these other goddesses, I know I'm better, but better than all of them. But I just can't lose to this one woman. It's a battle with a hopelessly irritating rival. Well, it's an enemy that's a mirror image of yourself. Literally the worst, eh? Didn't know you had that much spirit in you. You've certainly got a big mouth, you little brat. Wait, are you literally turning into a little brat? Little brat? Now that's amusing. You must be worried descending through the underworld like this. So, little brat, you're finally at a loss. There's someone behind those rocks, Master. Allow me to attack. Okay, beat the crap out of them. Wait, that left could only be... Baraki? Oh, Gilgamesh himself. Haha! Good work coming to retrieve me. You must be scared of the chilling cold of the underworld, you fools. Do you need someone experienced like me to guide you through here? Hey, King Gilgamesh. What are you doing here? We thought Eldritch Kegel captured you. Heh, the underworld's like my backyard. I know how things work down here. I've been here numerous times. I did accidentally die, but before the Galu spirits came, I hid in the shadows. There I held my breath and meditated, then Presence Concealment DX. After I got away from them, I was sitting here contemplating what to do when you lot came. That's all. You're the same as usual, Your Majesty. You too, Cell. Knowing how reckless you are, I knew you would come down to the underworld. It was a good thing that he wasn't captured by Eldritch Kegel, but it ticks me off to see this guy so perky down here. If he had been cursed like me, that would have at least been interesting. Fool, the curse of the underworld is only for the living. I'm dead, so I didn't need to worry about any of that. However, that also means that I'm subject to Eldritch Kegel's laws as well. Even if I wanted to return to Uruk, I wouldn't be able to leave the underworld without her permission. I don't think she'd let me leave this world so easily either. So you know what to do, right, Cell? I, the king, command you to pass through the gates of the underworld and punish that wretched Eldritch Kegel for me. Well, yeah, that's why Cell came here in the first place. The order of the things flip-flop, but you're going to help us defeat Eldritch Kegel too, right, Gilgamesh? Leave it to me. I will show you the difference between that itty-bitty brat there and me, the king. By the way, why did you shrink? Have you finally decided your insignificance should be reflected in your appearance? I've been telling you, it's Erich Kegel's curse. Ah, jeez, I knew I shouldn't have come to save you. Ha, this fool. You come to save me. Am I dreaming? Did I somehow die again while I was down here and start hallucinating? Yeah, if that was the case, we could have just left you here. Why don't you just drown in your own stupidity, Goldie? You're quite the swimmer, aren't you? You were so absorbed in swimming that a serpent stole your precious herb of immortality. What a foul way of pointing out my traumatic past. So this really isn't a hallucination. This is the real Ishtar. But that doesn't make any sense. If this isn't a dream, what is the slightly less irritating Ishtar doing here? Are you saying something came over you, or are you trying to be sweet to win over Cell? Stop. Just stop talking, Goldie. I don't know what you're talking about trying to win Cell over. Please, you two, let's leave the Uruk Opera behind and head to the third gate. See over there. Answer me question, please. Me question? My question. How sad, it's been shouting all this time, but after being completely ignored, it lost its confidence. How the hell does a gate lose its confidence because we don't answer the question? Well, even hear it talking. Oh yes, that's right. You have my permission to speak, third gate. What do you ask? Who is more worthy of your trust and respect? Who is more worthy of victory? Who is the more suitable ally? Ah, you son of a... I thought this was just gonna be... Do I piss off the king or do I go with my Ishtar? Oh boy. This was all supposed to be about Erich Kegel. Either way, Gilgamesh is obviously the Erich Kegel choice in disguise. So, that'll be Ishtar. But yeah, I am going to regret my choices sooner or later. And that just may it so happen faster than I think. Wait, we ever had a full Brave thing, didn't we? Why'd I use Elizabeth if he had that? Crap. Fine. Want to damage Jack? Well, go through that first. Stop with your damn grudge! Holy crap! Well, if any case, Brave Chain. The next fight will obviously be 3 more assassins. I think they'll be stronger, however, because we took Ishtar. Wait a minute. This seems easier though than last time. So did I make a wrong choice? No, I mean this one's 81,000, so I think I still made the right choice. Or at least I'd hope I made the right choice. My guts, crit stars. Okay. Battery Halloween is a bit dull.
Hi! とっておきのスペシャルコラボよ。バートリハロウィーン LG ベト。
Okay, the other two died. This one's still alive. Damn, so close. What? I really hate you right now. How dare you do that to my poor little Jack? She's done nothing to you, I swear. Poor little Jack's done nothing, man. Oh, in either case, thanks for the crit stars. Her Dragon Arata. No. This one I would wish I had the other one on, but fine. Let's go. On returning formation. Maria Zaripa. And just more crit stars, I guess. Stun, fool! No dragon will beat my Jack.
子よりは地獄、私たちは炎、雨、成り上がりだ。
Yeah, that's right. Look at all that damage.
計略だ。
Oh! Are you serious? Why are you... Why? No jack cards!
行くぞ。
This game knows I would have just ended it right then and there if it gave me more jack cards. Damn you, game!
痛々しく
Why you gotta become smart just in that one moment? You're serious.
中だな。
One.
他にやること
You
な
gave
い
me
の。
one jack card. What the hell? Also, screw you, dragon. Game wants to give me just one jack card? Well then, screw you.
罠だ。
We'll eventually
罠
win.
だ。
Oh yeah, sure. Now you give me jack
次行く
cards.
よ。
Fine. Waste my time by bringing it 2 more turns forward.
解体するよ。
Nicely done, everyone. Look at all those delicious
ご
crit
ちそうさま
stars.
次
What do
の
you
夜
eat?
ま
Not
でお
bad.
やすみなさい
Nicely done, everyone. Okay, here we go again. Oh, no! Now we're fighting something random. No! That sucks. What? We're still fighting assassins because, again, this is the Underworld. When in doubt, Berserker out. It's obviously gonna be a single target enemy, so why the hell not? Let's go. Ugh. Haha! That was laughable. The ruler of the mountains, land of Arata, is no match for Uruk. Try and come at me again. Huh? Gilgamesh is in a really good mood. Never thought I'd see him smile like that. You're in a good mood, Your Majesty. What's Arata? I believe he's referring to the Lord of Arata, the rival of Enmerkar, the first king of Uruk. King Enmerkar came 2 generations before King Gilgamesh. He was also tricked by Inanna. Ishtar cajoled him into attacking the land of Arata for his abundant ore. Oh, is that what happened? Sorry, but I don't remember any of it. Yeah, sure you don't. And shrunken again. Father would be so sad if he saw me like this. Ha ha ha! Hey Cell, Dr. Roman. Do you have something to remember this moment? Like that clicking thing, you mean like a camera? You should weep for me. Ugh. What the hell are you doing, fool? That was some force. If Marsh hadn't covered me, I would have fallen into the abyss. That was like a huge cat came at him with all the force with a freight train. That'd push you over. Majesty, what's the abyss? Is there something lower than the Underworld? Ah, the abyss, yes, in Mesopotamia. There are the heavens and the earth, the underworld under the earth, and beneath that, the abyss. The abyss is a sea of nothingness. The gods Abzu and Tiamat came from that dark sea and created Mesopotamia. You could call it the primordial sea that existed before life itself. Now that Enki, the god who managed the abyss, has disappeared, there would be no returning if you fell into it. That's where King Gilgamesh sought the mystic herb of immortality, right? Now that you mention it, I heard that Enkidu also had some dealings here in the Underworld, didn't they? If I remember correctly, King Gilgamesh ordered Enkidu to go to the Underworld, and Enkidu told him all about it when they returned. That smile says the king is trying to ignore something he doesn't want to remember. You're pretty knowledgeable, Maj, but the truth is actually much worse than that. Goldie over there was really into his new invention, a music instrument, and had a party for 3 days and 3 nights. Edish Keegan was fed up with all the noise, so she opened the gate to the Underworld just a little. The king was pretty drunk, so he accidentally dropped his instrument into the hole. He was furious. You should have seen the tantrum he threw. Enkidu couldn't just watch the king raid, so they went to the Underworld alone. And so Enkidu went and took a look at the Underworld, showed their gratitude to Edish Kegel, and returned to the surface. This all happened because you kept asking for help. Something like there's a snake. in a halupu tree. Help me, why? If I didn't cut down that tree, I wouldn't never have made the instrument. Hold on a second. Showed gratitude to Erdish Kegel. So Enkidu had some relationship with Erdish Kegel. Yes, Enkidu hated Ishtar, but was respectful to Erdish Kegel. Erdish Kegel. Erdish Kegel was the one who took in Enkidu's remains. We couldn't leave the remains of a weapon of the gods on the surface. The thought was that they could rest in peace if they were entombed in the Underworld, but I knew there was time before you lot appeared, so I visited Enkidu's grave. However, the remains had disappeared. Ah, so the young man that called himself Kingu really is Enkidu. A rebooted Enkidu, is that it? But Enkidu's soul was destroyed by the gods. I can understand if it was a servant, but Enkidu couldn't have been revived as a living being in this era. It's just as you say, Ishtar. That Enkidu isn't Enkidu. Even though Enkidu was buried, there were things that were still resided in the body. That is not what we see. Buried? What? But something left in the body. Is that possible? If that's the case. He called himself Kingu, right? Then just think of him as that. Anyway, we can see the fourth gate now. Let's have fun with the next question we get. Answer me, answer me. There is no reward in faith. Prayers are merely offerings. People do not hope for blessings from the gods. They simply offer their prayers and labors. They are slaves for life. In which case, answer the fastidious goddess that has the right to accept such precious labor would be. Can't really get a read. I guess it's Ishtar? Okay, it's Fastidi. I can't really get a read. I guess it's Ishtar. Erdish Kegel? Fastidious, very attentive to and concerned about accuracy and detail. Guess I had to look it up. But I still don't necessarily know what I should do, so this is gonna be the one time I choose Erdish Kegel. It's a question I don't necessarily know about. So, one who accepts such precious labor would be Erdish Kegel. Ishtar's a free bird. Oh, best of luck to you. Okay. I also chose Erdish Kegel, 1, for what I said, 2, because I wanted to see what the easy mode is like. Because obviously, I'm going to be choosing Ishtar for the last one. But I just needed to see what it was like with Erdish Kegel's voice. My freaking god! How the hell am I supposed to bring a berserker to the final fight if she was freaking almost gets one shot? I mean, come on, man. That's completely not right. Nice job, Elizabeth. Just barely managed to do that. Alright, Galus, let's see. This honestly doesn't feel easier. It feels just as hard as freaking Ishtar. Oh. I see where it comes into play. It's literally the second battle. It's easier. Oh boy. I mean, I'm fine with it, but yeah. Goodbye. I think I did say though about if done that I'll choose Erdish Kegel only for the questions that pertain to her, or I don't know how to answer it. Of course. Of course. The one freaking time that it's not just a single freaking target enemy. Oh, come on. I mean, it's fine. Whatever. Great grudge of Rashomon. And there we go. Bye, Gellen's goddess. Even though technically the two assassins are more dangerous than you. seen these enemies since Shiku's event. Been a long time.
ほうしかりほう
期待に応えるわ痛々しく
Nice crit! Probably wasn't expecting that to happen.
行くさ行くぞ
Goodbye.
罠
7
だ
turns, not bad.
罠だ罠だ簡単すぎるんだよ
Could the single target enemies be a cause for the fact that I choose Ishtar?
ありがと
That actually could be the reason why. Because they have so much health and everything else as well. I mean, if we go back to a single target enemy after that, then yeah, it's because I keep choosing Ishtar. Now we're just running any random old enemy, so... I'm gonna still bring Elizabeth, purely for just in case there actually are still assassins. Sorry, but I think that's enough. When did this turn into whose goddess is it anyway? This is serious. Doctor, is there a problem with that? As Ishtar said, they're all very important questions. This is really teaching me a lot. What did you say? No, Marsh is becoming a bad girl. Ishtar's lifestyle is a bad influence on her. What's that supposed to mean? Anders Kegel is the one asking weird questions. It's not my fault. I'm not sure about that. Anders Kegel's problems are your problems. If the roles were reversed, I think you would have prepared the same questions. That's not true. I would have been much more clever and circumspect about asking stuff like that. So you wouldn't really ask anything different. That's Ishtar for you. Yeah, it is Ishtar. How's about we make her sneeze, then Anders Kegel will appear. The gate shocked me again. I think I'm getting used to this, which is kinda scary. Fantastic, it was funny to start, but now it's becoming a problem. We can't keep losing strength, even if it's Ishtar's. If things keep going like this, fighting Anders Kegel will be difficult. I mean, come on, Ishtar's an archer, Anders Kegel's a lancer. Either way, Anders Kegel would always beat Ishtar. Unless she's with me, and I just have Ishtar in the back. This what level divinity is Anders Kegel? Is she the same rank as you, Ishtar? No, she's not quite on Ishtar's level. She is an old goddess like Ishtar, but in terms of raw power, she's not as impressive. Ishtar was the daughter of the heavens, so she got everything she wanted. The gods spoiled her and tended to her every beck and call. Also, Ishtar got Enki, the god of the abyss, drunk and robbed him blind. That was pretty bad. It was the greatest heist in the history of the gods. It was also pretty funny even to the other gods. Enki got completely smashed and gave all of his divinity to Ishtar. When he woke up, he had nothing left. Ishtar had already loaded all his wealth onto Mana, and was on her way back to the surface. Enki went into a panic and had his slaves chase after her, but the boat of heaven was far too fast. Enki was in tears. He wrung his hands and screamed, warning that the stupid bratty girl was going to run in the heavens and earth and beg for help. The gods and humans that were watching screamed out. Take a look at that driving technique. Who would have thought the boat of heaven could be used for drift racing? No one can catch up to that. Surely her driving mastery will go down in legend as the drunken divine. Underworld drift. No one in Uruk could ever be faster. Oh, is that why the next summer event is going to be a racing theme? Why the next Ishtar that you get for... Is that why the next welfare servant is, Ishtar Rider? Because of what this is saying right now? I think that's it. I hate to admit it, but even I thought so too. Ishtar had been hiding her true colors up until then. Whatever do you mean? The Boat of Heaven's automatic transmission was broken that day, so I just switched to manual gear. And I was always carrying nitro in my boat, just in case I needed it. Always. What do you think, Cell? This is the patron deity of Uruk. How do you understand how I feel? I'm starting to think that the curse is the divine punishment. Ishtar is such a free spirit. In the end, the Boat of Heaven had engine trouble installed just before the harbor in Uruk. Tragedy was averted in the nick of time. As you can see, this is the story of Ishtar, a goddess who coveted everything she saw. On the other hand, Ereshkigal did not desire anything. When the Underworld was created, she was sent to become its ruler in the Foundation. Someone had to maintain the Underworld, and Ereshkigal was unlucky enough to have that responsibility thrust onto her. Ereshkigal had only just been born when she was cast into the Underworld and became the mistress of the depths of the earth. She managed the spirits of the dead for tens of thousands of years without being able to spend a moment on the surface or in the heavens. That's so sad. I wouldn't have thought to feel bad for her before. But I do now. It's not just that she couldn't leave. The worst part is that she couldn't see new worlds or meet new people. In exchange, Ereshkigal became invincible in the Underworld. Even the gods cannot go against her laws in the Underworld. Just ask that tiny girl over there. But outside the Underworld, her special privilege disappears. She's about mid-level in terms of divinity, I'd say. Also, if she's up against someone who's alive, then she has to kill them first. But laws of the Underworld won't go into effect. But only ones that aren't affected by Ereshkigal's laws are Cell and Mosh. I see, so that's why you were waiting for Cell. Someone who's alive and can put up a fight, basically. My only concern was that Cell might get killed by the Galu spirits the moment she entered the Underworld. But it seems that Ishtar prevented that. She dropped to the Underworld with you and protected you when you were most vulnerable. Did you get a bit less dumb? Maybe your negative qualities like debauchery and stinginess canceled each other out and made a positive. Who are you calling debauched? As if. You don't know me, Goldie, so stop talking. And I'm not stingy, I'm financially responsible. I have a reason for collecting jewels. Don't believe everything Goldie says, Cell. Don't worry. Answer me. Existence is the practice of curtailing waste. Living is the practice of cultivating waste. It is the duty of the wise to eat finely, to scheme to find happiness. However, listen, unlimited intake of nourishment invites excess flab. If you were to live your life, that would be fat, meat, and Ishtar. Ereshkigal is good for the liver. Oh god. You're being judgmental, Cell. Not all Chinese restaurants are bad for you. You can just exercise after you eat lots of fats. And the same with meat. You can achieve balance that way. Forget excess flab on your waist. You can prevent it in your heart. Fat. Oh jeez. Oh hello. Fat and Galu spirit. Well, I guess it's a good thing I have a rider with us. Oh boy. Can't do anything against this Fat Galu. Let's need to somehow make sure that Ibaraki survives. No matter what. You can do this. I believe. Wait, just attack Quetzalcoatl. Like the idiot you are, just attack her. Aha! Wave chain with Quetzalcoatl. Yeah! Look at the damage she can do against a freaking caster, man. Holy crap. Come on, please let there be another caster. Oh, it's a ruler. No, too bad I had to switch in Quetzalcoatl. But, again, Berserkers still do the exact same damage that they would do to a normal servant to rulers, I'm pretty sure. So, look at all these buffs that our beloved Ibaraki can get onto her. Oh look, another buster increase. Oh look, damage increase. Stun. I mean, she doesn't have any other abilities, but yeah. Great grudge of Rashomon. And there we go. Let's do it, Ibaraki, I believe. Do a one-shot KO. Did she actually just do a one-shot? Oh, yeah, baby.
それ以上は
Four
引退
turns.
沙汰よ
I'll take all the fat and meat in each tar any day. That was fantastic. That was hard? Come on, bring more. Although now I'm getting cocky, so when we fight Erich Kegel, we're gonna have a problem. Oh, we're fighting a Lancer now. I don't think this is Erich Kegel necessarily, but it could be. Since we're purely fighting Lancers, let's bring Nero, and let's bring Elizabeth Bathory Blade. Let's go. What? Hello? I'm now palm-sized. This is so pathetic, I can't even cry. They actually skipped all the other gates. Wow. Okay, so this might actually be Erich Kegel. Actually, hold on. This could be Enkidu. Because Enkidu is also a Lancer. So, I mean, yeah. It could potentially be him. Among all Sumerian gods, no, among all gods. Everywhere, I'm probably the only one who had to endure something so awful. How about you start being more modest? Think we'll turn back to normal once we defeat Erich Kegel? I hope so, but knowing her, I'm afraid she would be willing to sacrifice her life just to keep me like this. If so, I'd have to destroy myself and take the world with me. Oh, but since I get the entire treasury of Babylon, it'd be a shame if I didn't use it up before I self-destruct. Wonder how many millennia it will take. Heh. Hey, there you are. No time for idle chatter. Wow, there you are, you there. You passed through all 7 gates. The hall ahead is Erich Kegel's palace. Okay, so yeah, it was just literally a fast forward. Screw all the other gates. Erich Kegel is a member of the Three Goddess Alliance, so she's someone you have to defeat no matter what. Now that I'm helping you, victory is guaranteed. That's all fine and good, however. I shall leave it to Cell to decide how we deal with her. After we defeat her, think well on how to handle Erich Kegel. I mean, come on. Eastar needs to sneeze. This is the palace of Kurd. It's just a wasteland. If this is a palace, this is all too. That's what the Underworld is. Not one gorgeous thing exists here. Isn't that right, Erich Kegel, O Queen of the Godless Spirits, who gazes at the sky of the darkness? You speak as if you know. You are merely a demigod king. Fear, pray, and despair, humans. I am the Keeper of Death, ruler of the Underworld, the one who tramples the sacred mountain. I am Erich Kegel of the Three Goddess Alliance. That's Erich Kegel. I'm getting chills down my spine, Master. I can see the temperature hasn't changed, but I feel cold all over. According to our measurements, current atmospheric conditions at your location are impossible. The barometric pressure is at 500 HPA. That's the equivalent of being atop a mountain over 5,000 meters tall. That place isn't cold, it's high up. The temperature drop is from adiabatic cooling. It's probably minus 6 degrees Celsius now. That's the lower limit for biological activity, but not only will you suffer from decompression sickness, but your pulmonary cells will explode. You must defeat Erich Kegel before that happens, Cell. So frail, simply revealing myself to you is enough to destroy you. The commander of the Chaldea seems to be a coward. How disappointing. Ah, you act like the big bad boss of a mountain. That's all a little silly, even for you. First of all, there's no one around anywhere who wouldn't be scared after taking a look at you. Death, maggots, mold, and filth. It's like the air inside a coffin took shape. Wait, that's what she looks like? Huh. Reminds me of that anime, Amnesia? Where the dude and the ghost girl, if he starts thinking differently of her, she can change into an abomination and she can continue to look like what she does. I think it's Amnesia. That's what at least comes to mind when she says that. That's what you are, Ereshkigal. All living animals are created to fear you. Oh, did I hear a little bug buzzing about? Why look, there's a tiny pitiful goddess down there. How can something so small make so much noise? Shall I crush you between my fingers, little bug? Ah, so this is the real you. How pathetic. You hate the beautiful because you are ugly. You place your throne at the top of a sacred mountain because nobody visits. You're just taking your issues out on everyone else. To think you're my other half. It's so pathetic I could cry. Sure, if you want to kill me, go on it right ahead. Afterwards, you'll be nothing but the ugliest woman in Sumer. Just like before. No matter how tiny the rest of you is, your stupid mouth is cavernous. Fine, you said I was ugly. It seems absurd to reveal myself to the likes of you, but a goddess cannot let an insult stand. Very well, I shall reveal my true form to enrapture. No, you know what? No, I'm sick of talking like this. I'll give you a special peek. Be prepared. This is my true form as a goddess. I already knew that. What? Oh. Yeah. Aha! Are you surprised? You're surprised, right? You look surprised. The guise of a godless spirit was only a temporary one, of course. I never showed my true self even to the Sumerian gods. Look upon me and be shocked, Cell. Okay. But what's with that reaction? You look terribly disappointed. Why, isn't this how it goes? The part where you look at me and see your dear friend. Human books said that it was sure to work. Don't you have even the slightest bit of romance in you? Senpai, you're not surprised. Ereshkigal's guides as well. I mean, I knew. Huh? You knew? How? This is the 4th time we've met. Yeah, but you knew the whole time. That you were speaking to me, not that louse, on those nights. But how? When did you realize this? You transformed when you sneezed. Towards the end, you weren't hiding it at all. You transformed when you sneezed. What? You knew, and you let me say such embarrassing things. I said them all to you. No, this wasn't how it was supposed to be. Not like this. And Ereshkigal is down for the count without even fighting her. It seems Ereshkigal has collapsed, cradling her head like you have dealt a blow. You want to defeat her now, Master? You missed the show. Unfortunately, we have no choice. No, that's not how it goes. Our plans are ruined, but that is that, and this is this. The plan to kill you here hasn't changed. 2 more days until Gorgon assaults Uruk. Before that, I will conquer Uruk and seize its greater grail. Then the world of humans will be over. Every last human on the surface will be trapped in the Underworld and become my property. That is my choice, Ereshkigal's very first choice of her own free will. Cell, if you're going to stand in my way, I will show no mercy even to you. Oh, Eddie. Oh, Eddie. In any case, brace yourself. Now that you've come to the Underworld, my power is absolute. Your pardon, going to interrupt from the sidelines, Ereshkigal. I was never great at caring about the mood. What? I had no intention of killing you. You ended up here because you worked yourself to death. I have no need for you. You're a nuisance in the Underworld, so go get yourself killed by Gorgon or something. Heh, quite the mouth you've got. You really are similar. You two are like sisters. Shut up. I'm not an embarrassing knave like her. What? What part of me do you think is embarrassing? I'm a terrifying goddess of death. Save the goddess and props to get to later. Do as much as you please when we don't have to see it. Ereshkigal, you are the patron deity of Kutha, and yet join the 3 goddess alliance. Of all your sins, none is greater, none even come close. Though I may be dead for the time being, I can still convict you under my royal authority. Invaders are meant to be defeated by force, but the world itself judges traitors to their own. That is how royal authority works. You should be fully aware of that. Yes, if it is a king who has gained dignity, he can punish even a god by exchanging everything he has to do so. That is the rule of our world, so what? Are you going to kill me in exchange for your life? That will depend on your answer. Now answer me, Ereshkigal. Why did you join the 3 Goddess Alliance? What have you abandoned? Have you abandoned your duty to protect Sumer's people and culture? Of all the things I thought you'd ask, make no mistake, King of Uruk. Neither my role nor my obligations have changed one bit. I am Erich Kegel, the one entrusted with the Underworld. I exist to manage all humans, all souls within the Underworld. That is my destiny. I have no regret or remorse for dedicating all I have to that task. If you bar my way, I will destroy you with my authority. Oh, a marvelous statement if so. I have learned all I need to know about your sins. Now present your head so we can make this clean. Your defeat will serve as punishment for your sins. This is what I hoped for. I'll secure you all on my lands without tormenting you. But before that, I'll ask one question. Cell. I've managed the souls of the dead here for a numbingly long time. Entertainment, joy, sadness, friends to call my own. I didn't have any of those while I watched my other half fly freely through the heavens. You accuse me of a crime after all this. You point your finger and say collecting souls is wrong. Is nobody going to commend me for all the work I've done? A job I did all this time by myself. No, Edge Kiwi, not at fault here. Not interested, you're just fulfilling your role. No, Edge Kiwi, you're not at fault here. That's right, I knew you would understand. Heh haha, then I no longer have anything to fear. I was not in the wrong. If even one human agrees with me, then I am true right. Oh, good God. Oh no. No. I just did the exact same thing I did with Quetzalcoatl. Oh, God. Ugh. I don't even have 3 command spells to do this. And then I would only have 1 day left to fight Gorgon with 3 command spells. Oh, damn it all to hell. This Kegel is transforming. Your orders, Master. I shall kill you first. You'll die, and then afterwards listen to my story. That is your responsibility as the only one in this world who sees that I'm not evil. Oh, God. Oh, hold on. She does not have divinity. She does not have any type of divinity. Except noble phantasm skills. Crap, she has no noble phantasm seals. No. I mean, we don't have noble phantasm yet. It's fine. Hopefully she doesn't have massive amounts of damage. Oh, please, God, no. Only judgment of good. God, man, what the hell? Okay, you know what? Stun you for a quick second. We need this time. Please. We need Waver's freaking damage decrease. Come on. Oh my God! She can do this every turn! What have I done? What have I done? We have to fight her with no skills. No noble phantasm. I mean, I believe in my girls, but damn! Please let Weaver attack once. Come on. Oh, you son of a... Damn it all! Come on, Nilo. I believe. Please, for the love of God! Yes! Thank you, Elizabeth! I love you right now! Invincible! Elizabeth shall be the one that brings us home the glory! Battery brave, Ezebeto! Let's do this, Elizabeth! Noble Phantasm! Thank you for actually being able to do it! We don't need any defense! All I need is to believe in my servants! We've got this under wraps. There's no way in hell unless she can heal herself. Bye, Waver. Wow, that's such a bad freaking thing as well. Her freaking Noble Phantasm gets rid of our own Noble Phantasm gauge. What the hell? Oh, Quetzalcoatl was just brought in. Increase our damage. Make it to where Elizabeth can survive. And yeah. There we go.
マスター一刀両断いいコマンドね楽しみましょう
We've got this. It doesn't matter if I gave her full power to screw us over.
すまぬ
Goodbye, Nero. You fought well.
諦めなさいカゴに入れてあげる決して出られない死のカゴにね
Oh, look, Jolter's now out. Increase our attack power again, and Elizabeth still has guts. Yes? Please.
いいぞ
This couldn't have worked out any more perfect than it already has.
そうてや諦めなさい諦めなさい諦めなさい
No! Elizabeth, you fought very well. Oh yeah! Elizabeth took out because of her. And it's Kegel. I love ya. But that was a ridiculous fight.
浜辺は綺麗に
My
何事も後
God.
片付けが大切です
You didn't do anything wrong. You were only doing what you were meant to do. You are not in the wrong. But my God, do I wish that I chose the other option. Oh my God, thank you. I can still do this without having to wait till the 19th. There's still one more after this though, right? Or is it just story? I'm fine if it's just story. And I'll get Erich Kegel to join us. And bring Ishtar back to her normal size. Yes, it's just story. Hallelujah! This entire episode has only been this. I'm fine with that. I'm having fun. And Ishtar's back to normal. Nice, I'm back to my normal size. Now victory for Cell is guaranteed. And it looks like my bonds have come undone, too. I must return to my physical body and alert immediately. Not gonna say anything? Yes, you still need to cut my head off. This is a just end for a goddess who tried to take control of her after being cajoled by the King of Mages' flattering words. It seems you have accepted your fate. Why not at least give us an excuse to spare you? Self sees everything in a positive light, so if you say you're going to turn over a new leaf, I'm sure she'll consider it. Erich Kegel. Unnecessary. I will not beg for my life. You are the goddess of fertility, so if given a chance, you would survive until the end, but I'm different. The goddess of death to reject death, that would be a foul thing indeed. As a goddess who captured many souls, I shall die here. Erich Kegel, Master, it seems her mind is made up. I don't know what to say. When a person doesn't deny their guilt and seeks death, what shall we do in a situation? Simply, we ask her reasons. Simple, we ask her reasons. It's too late to talk about such matters now. I told you before, I intended to wipe out everyone in Mesopotamia. I was going to gather all of their souls here in the Underworld and then become the one who rules them all. Borgen wants to annihilate the human race out of vengeance, since humans stole everything from her. I tried to exterminate humans out of a desire to dominate. Wouldn't you agree there is no greater evil than that? Surely that wasn't your true motive. Erich Kegel, you're a liar. You're persistent. Just lop off my head already. As the queen of the land of the dead, I lost the humans, and as the goddess, I lost the Ishtar. No, the fact that I didn't kill you when we first met in Kutha had already ruined my plans. I despise the living. If you're not going to become one of my dead, don't try to understand me. Fool. Such behavior ill becomes a goddess and leads her nowhere. That guy again? Senpai, there's someone behind Erich Kegel. Huh? No, I... You son of a... Child so immature, so stubborn. Save your petulance for another time. Edge Kegel, who the hell are you? Eastor's hammer did not hit. Who is that old man? No. Is this King Hassan? Calm yourselves, look and see. What this sword severed was not her bond to life, but to this misbegotten alliance. Oh, there we go. Yep. Man, as soon as I saw the slash on Edge Kegel, I actually got kind of pissed. I guess I do like Edge Kegel after all. Who knew? I mean, I was still gonna summon for her when her banner came up, but wow, that brought something out of me I didn't think was gonna happen. I'm stunned. You didn't just cut me in half like in myth. Edge Kegel, master. Edge Kegel isn't injured. So who are you, old man? The only living human in Underworld is Cell. You may not be dead, but no ordinary man could have done what you just have. It wasn't me, nor the Mage King, nor Chaldea. Old man, who called you here? A good question. A little and less have been achieved here, and so I've come from the Abyss to set events in motion. I appear here as a friend from another land. Edge Kegel, you hide the truth with so many lies. If you can yet feel shame, answer me. Why have you striven to create a land of the dead? Oh, caretaker of souls, do you not love humanity? Is that not why you sought to claim them as your own? Obviously. What? Of course not. I only love the things I own. Only my soul is locked up in cages. Look at this land, a sky without light, the surface without reflection, mud without budding flowers. There is no pleasure to be had here. There is nothing. I don't even know what the souls are saying. But there is silence and tranquility when it comes to peaceful repose of the dead. This land has no equal. I don't care about the humans and their lives on the surface. I only love those who fall into this land. So I could never feel any love for the people on the surface. That's a lie. You love me. You had a blast talking to me, Edge Kegel. You know it. I disagree. With what? I speak only the truth. The only humans I am interested in are dead ones. Mistress of the Underworld, bloody flower consigned to the depths of the earth. Even you know the lie in your words. You do not love the dead. You love all humans, each fated to die. Death was gentle, not a terrible thing in your hands. You gave yourself to your duty in safeguarding the souls in your care. You cast your lot with the Alliance, meaning to safeguard as many souls as you could, protected here in your realm. Though none may understand, though you may stand alone in a sea of souls, you sought to keep them safe here. Here in your kingdom of silence. But there were so many that I... What are you talking about? The bodies of those who died from exhaustion are all stored away. If you release them from your soul cages, they'll all come right back to life. Really? Obviously, compared to the damage Gorgons inflicted, your death toll by exhaustion is negligible. The population of Kutha is 900, and there are 300 injured in Uruk. That's just 1,200 people in total. Such a small number could fit comfortably beneath the Ziggurat. It's that simple. In terms of actual damage done, you're at the bottom of the list in the Alliance, Edge Kegel. That's shocking in some way. I tried as hard as I could. Well, you can have the last word. Say something. Cell. I want you to fight Gorgon with me. I could have sworn you were already on our side. I want you to fight Gorgon with me. Such power, such destruction, that's... You're asking a lot, Cell. Then you'll help us fight Gorgon too, Edge Kegel. Does this mean the end of the Three Goddess Alliance? Well, yes. Otherwise, that scary old man would have... Huh. Doctor, the old man in the robe has disappeared. He was here just a minute ago. Who? That old man in the robe? I didn't see anyone who fits that description. So you swear you'll never attack Uruk again? And while you're at it, form a contract with Cell. I will never attack Uruk again, but I cannot form a contract with Chaldea. I have my pride, Ishtar. I'm just paying off my debt by helping Cell. I cannot offer a contract until after that. I'm the Queen of Kurd. Unlike you, I don't allow myself to fall into debt. A contract should deal with both parties equally in a fair manner. Therefore, I must first prove my worth by saving the world. Huh, well that's bold of you. What will you do specifically? I'm going to start thinking about that right now. I should have plenty of chances, probably, maybe. I'll wait with anticipation. Yes, me too. I'll wait for the time when you get in a bind so you can summon me for help. And so, I will return to the managing the Underworld. I will grant you permission to depart, so go back right away. Of course, I will keep a careful watch for the Gorgon battle. Ishtar, if you commit a blunder and wink out of existence, I'll take over your vessel for you. So I hope you die in vain real soon. See you. Wow. Bye, Edish. See you later. I suppose all's well that ends well. Time for me to go back to Uruk then. It is almost time for the showdown with Gorgon. Let's hurry. But there is one last thing. Ishtar, according to myth, you descend to the Underworld. I'm sure you couldn't help but notice that Kegel had a grudge against you. So knowing that, why did you come? The biggest mystery of all Inanna's anecdotes. I'm curious too, so why Ishtar? Why? Well, because I didn't like the situation, of course. It was the story of how the gods ordered her to never leave the Underworld. I had to do something after hearing a sorry story like that. So she just wanted to save her sister and break her out of the Underworld. I wanted to tell her, just drop your duties in the Underworld and leave. That's why I went to meet Erich Kegel to give her that advice. Haha! And then you were stripped naked and murdered. Perfect, you're a hopeless woman. Still, starting a quarrel like that is so you. No wonder Erich Kegel got mad. Easier said than done is what she would have said. But in a way, it worked. I know, right? So this is a win for me. No matter what form, she did leave the Underworld. Oh yeah, she did, definitely. I had a blast. Days until Gorgon's arrival, too. Oh god. I'm not looking forward to this fight. Albeit, to be honest, I was literally about to cry when I saw Erich Kegel's abilities. That was still way, way, way easier than freaking Kotal's fight. Oh my god. Huh. Decisive battle. I highly doubt that this is the last one. There's 6 more here. Alright, well with that, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, where we'll be heading towards the fight with Gorgon. And eventually we'll get to fight alongside Erich Kegel. I cannot wait. Yeah, till then, see you guys later.